Hi, this is Don Matteo, and you are listening to the Orta Know Better podcast. Let's do this.
Leeds are shit. We're recording, you know.
Oh, shit.
We had a good start. I don't think we've got the personnel.
You can fucking laugh all you want, you absolute bellend.
I think about things. That's why you lot are idiots.
A melted version of a dick that's been shrink wrapped.
The absolute elite shithousery of this.
Good evening. Welcome to the Ought to Know Better podcast. Karl, you've returned. We didn't know if we thought you'd gone. We thought you'd jacked in for the night.
I think I might have to, man. This fucking setup is doing me melanin these days.
Well, you know, just buy some better quality equipment and you'll be all good. You look depressed, man. It's not that bad.
You do sound very, very quiet, though, Karl, I will say.
I'm just pissed off. I sound very quiet.
Oh, you're back now a little bit.
That's better when you... Yeah, that's better.
It's a good start.
That'll do. Anyway, how are you doing, Luke?
Great.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Very happy after, obviously, the weekend. Yeah, lots of positives to take out. And I think I seen a tweet earlier that something around... I can't remember. I should have saved it. But something around the average level of opponent in comparison to the position where we are in the league is something like... is one of the highest anyway in the league. And we're still sitting there pretty in... I mean, 12th, 13th? 12th, yeah. So, yeah, buzzing, mate. In a very, very happy place right now.
I love half a stat.
I'll try and find it because it was a very good one. But the chances of me finding it are very slim because I don't remember who sent it or anything.
Fair enough. We'll have to take your word for this one. Yeah, how are you doing, Karl? Having your struggles already, getting them out of the way, or?
Yeah, bar my technical difficulties, I think I'm okay, like.
Well, you've gone from echoing to sounding like you're in a cave a little bit, but at least, you know, we can hear you.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. You might have to have a look at this laptop, Jay.
You probably killed it with all your porn.
Just have a little play with your...
fucking improvement we have.
Have a little play with your settings if you can, Karl, in your mic settings. Just because I can't hear you at all. I don't know if it's just me.
Oh, I can hear him. It's just kind of like he's underground.
Anyway,
it says your mic's pissed.
Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Loads better.
Well, Steve Brown says, for fuck's sake, Karl, cheer up. I buried my dad yesterday. My face is nothing like yours. Life's too short.
Sorry to hear that, Steve, man.
But we appreciate the humour, though, mate. Let's put a smile on Karl's face anyway. Don't cheers him up like bad news.
Jesus Christ, that's heavy bad news, man.
I'm joking. Yeah. Right, are we all okay now? Are we good?
I don't know. Can everyone hear me? And I'm not lagging out
now.
Good,
loads
of Squeak.
Smarty says, "Why are you so miserable?"
I'm not miserable. I'm just fed up with technical faults. I'm just fed up with it.
Well, do you know what is it? I'm gonna throw a little bit of a life advice here out to both of you because you both seem to have a lot of technical difficulties. Why don't you try turning your computer on 15 minminutes earlier and testing it?
There's no point in stuff like that because it's all set up.
Well, you are the only two, actually Gilly as well included, are the only three who tend to have
Gilly as well. I mean, Smarty has a couple now and again, just not as many. More, it's usually he's lost his fucking headphones.
I've come a long way from sticking my phone to the wall, lads. Let's be honest. Like I've got a mic, I've got a light, I've got an actual decent camera. I've come a long way. It's only taken 5 years, but you know, it's been a while.
I mean, I dread to think how much you spent in parcel tape trying to keep that phone on wall, but you know, money's better spent elsewhere, Karl, as you've found out. But anyway, we should be all buzzing because we're coming off a win, and that's the second one out of the sort of 10 minimum wins that we're looking for. And we scored goals. and came from behind, and we got a new stat with the 3 new scorers in the same game or whatever it was.
I love Alpha
That's
stat.
it. Exactly. I was waiting for that. I knew it were coming back. How do you feel after the game, Luke? I mean, got to be happy with the comeback and the goals, right?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. To be honest, I've failed to find any negatives other than we gave them a little glint of hope. And I think that's probably the only real negative to take out of that game. Look, let's not kid ourselves. Wolves are the worst team in the league right now, but they're still a very good team on paper. You know, they've got a guy who starts for Brazil in their week, in the national side. They've spent that the squad value is way higher than ours. Yeah, we put them to the sword, mate, away from home. I said before the game I was quietly confident that we could win it, but I wouldn't have been that downhearted with a point away from home against an established Premier League side like Wolves, because look, they're going to win a game this season. They're going to win a few games this season, and it could have been us. It could have been, but we've gone down there and we've done a real job on them. 3 really well worked goals. Nice to see a goal directly from a free kick, which I think we've only scored 25. I think we've only scored 25 direct free kicks in the Premier League ever since we've been in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Out of 790, that's for you. So 25 direct kicks, and that was the 25th. So look, lots and lots of positives. Okafor as well. I thought Brendan Aronson was brilliant, and people are going to really disagree with me here, but I thought he was tireless. I thought he looked good on the ball. I'm not suggesting he's the Messiah or he's the new Messi, he's the Medvedev Messi or the Medvedev Messiah even. That is going to be, he's definitely not going to be the reason that we stay in this league this season. But if he continues to put in performances like this week and last week, I thought we were unlucky last week against Fulham. And I think part of the reason we were unlucky was down to his tireless work defensively. But he was also the only person to create a big chance last week at Fulham. But yeah, I thought the whole team, I couldn't pick a bad performer out of the team. I think my man of the match, there was, again, I could have picked probably 4 or 5 players for my man of the match. Any one of the midfield 3, Goodmanson, Dominic Calvert-Lewin showed us something a little bit different as well. I thought he was running the channels, holding up the ball. He was winning free kicks when somebody felt a nudge in the back. A real experienced type number 9 Premier League performance, and something we've probably been missing.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke mentioned they'd taken a point, Karl. Would you settled for that before that, looking at how bad they were? And if we hadn't have beat them, can you imagine what the meltdown would have been like?
Well, it would have been a case of deleting Twitter if we'd got beaten by them, because I'd be honest with you, it wouldn't have been worth even thinking about, to be fair. But I thought when they scored, they cut through us very easily for their goal, and I thought that was very disappointing considering how tough we've been to break down in the midfield and the defensive areas. But when that goal went in, I'd have bitten your hand off for a point. But then after that goal went in, we very much grew into the game quite quickly. It was like it was the rocket up our arse that we actually needed to kind of get things moving. And I was happy with the performance. Thought from back to front, we were very, very capable of mixing it with the teams that are going to be in and around us this season. And I feel that the whole team performance for me was very good. I did see a lot of people saying online after that Okafor lost the ball a lot, but he had more direct dribbles. I think it was 19 in the game or something along them lines. 14, excuse me. And to say that, yes, he did lose the ball quite a bit when he did that, but that's what you expect when you have a player like that, where you want him to get on the ball and you want him to be dribbling and you want him to be taking on players. Now, granted, he needs to choose where he takes players on a little bit better sometimes, because he was kind of at fault for the build-up for their goal, and his performance overall, you kind of take that out of the way. I thought, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I just want to give a mention to Darlow. He's commanded his box very, very well, and I think it'd be very unfair to drop him for Perry when Perry is fit. I know we've spent money on Perry to be the number one or whatever the case may be, but I think Darlow has more than proven that. There, Mark Wright saying it there. Does Darlow stay in? And on current form, I think currently he does. For me, he's like that. Granted, the tip over the bar from their corner was a free out, but he wasn't to know that. And it just shows that he does have that athleticism still and the ability to command the box quite well.
Just say that word again for me.
Athleticism. Thought you caught me out there, didn't you, Geebag?
Well, I didn't pull it off a second time, mate. I completely lost my train of thought now.
Yeah, I just a little bit more on Okafor. It was 14 attempts dribbled, and I think it's the most from a Leeds player in the Premier League, and I forget who it was before, but I did see the stat. But it was 14, but he only completed 6 of those. So for me, and look, I understand and I get that he's been brought in to be that attacking bit of flair and to be a little bit more direct and go at players, and he is going to naturally be dispossessed more than most. But for me, I mean, the real worrying statistic of his was his passing completion. And look, again, we were expecting him to make crosses and try the killer pass and things, but his pass percentage was 6 out of 14, so his percentage was 43%. Now, I was impressed with his performance, and I think there's a lot more to come, and he's certainly growing more into the side. We've got to appreciate it's a new league for him, so I'm not going to be too harsh on the lad, but a new team, but there is a lot. There's a lot to improve on. I don't think was by far and away what we expect from a 20 million, 18 million pounds winger / striker. I actually think Brendan Aronson was the better of the two on either side. More if you want to watch exciting football, somebody do tricks and take people on, Okafor's your man. But if you want somebody to put in a professional, turgid performance and break play up, then Aronson was the better player, whether you like it or not. It's simple facts based on data that's readily available to anybody. So, but yeah, Okafor will grow. I think he's right. His finish was great as well. Mr. Whitesnake says he will grow, will get better on the fact. And I don't doubt that. I think he will come and he will get much better.
He will. He'll build an understanding.
And I am excited about. Don't misquote me. I am excited about how Okafor will progress and how he'll grow with this team, because the more confident he gets, that goal will certainly help that confidence. The more confident he gets, the better he's going to get, and the better the players around him will be. There'll be more space because people are picking up DCL and people will be picking up Statch, and people will be now standing up and actually thinking, you know what, this guy can play a bit. So he will get that naturally a little bit more time or less time, which sometimes is a good thing for a winger. So no, I'm really excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I think we all are, to be fair. And you know what we're like as Leeds fans? There's always a player that becomes like the focal point of everyone's hopes and dreams. This guy's central to it. He's got to play. We're fucked if he don't play. And he could become that guy this season, because there's not really anyone else at the moment, is there? That's
what I'm saying is I'm not wetting myself about him just yet, until I see some real. But I am excited, and I think he's certainly got that potential, and he looks. Do you know what he reminded me a little bit of? And this is probably a little bit unfair, but Rutter in the Championship when he was trying to do spins and in our own half and trying to get out. They're two very different players, but just the things that he was trying, he almost tried a little bit too hard sometimes. Which again will come with experience and playing with confidence and playing with this squad.
Yeah, I mean he's young, isn't he? And sorry, go on. Carl.
Thing is, though, you want a player like that to be trying the things he's trying, because if he's trying them against the likes of Man City and the teams that we know we're not going to have great joy against, then people will slate him a lot more. And I think if he goes against teams like we had there on against Wolves on Saturday, I think they're the type of ones that he can get away with it, because we still have a bit more quality there than I think Wolves actually showed on Saturday. And I think
Yeah.
if he, I know they say try it in training to put it on the pitch in match day, like, but you're never going to quite get the intensity in training as you would do in a match. So even if you're trying it in training, the same thing might not come off, but you still have to try it in certain games to be able to, like you said, Luke, grow his confidence and try to just build his own kind of, I don't know, ego, build his ego up a bit so that he's able to do that, you know.
Self-belief.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's
Most
important
types
that
of
we
players
don't
do have an ego. They do have an ego, and
Yeah.
it's a positive. I'm not saying it's a negative by any. I think players like that play better when they're allowed to try stuff and just play a little bit off the cuff, play a little bit of not necessarily a free role, but what we did see was Aronson would sit back and he almost played as a second striker sometimes and slipped in and sort of played further inside, which I think is certainly a positive, and it shows that how we can adapt in terms of shape as well. And credit to Daniel Farke, he got this one absolutely right.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that. We won the game at the end of the day. Really? You can't hear me?
Can you hear him, Karl?
You must be able to hear
Jay, yeah.
Nothing's changed.
I think it's those fancy new headphones you got for this fanless crack that you've got going on, man. You're just not the same, Luke. Since you started this fanless crack,
because he's gone Hollywood.
Just not been the same.
He's gone
You've
Hollywood,
got these
mate. Now
fancy headphones, and you've got a
lights
ring light now, and it's like, oh God,
I can hear you now, lads. Just carry on.
Talk about
I think what you can't see, that ought to know a better sign. He's got a star on wall in front of him that says Luke in the middle of it.
I've got my headphones. I think they're running low on battery. I think I should have probably charged them, but they'll keep
technical issue, Luke, is it?
No, well, if not using a charger, it's considered a technical issue. Then I guess so.
It has been for Karl before, so
yeah. I've gone through all sorts of technical issues throughout the course of this podcast, lads. It's all right.
Oh, we could make an whole episode just on everybody's technical issues. It'd be a fucking nightmare.
There's an idea.
I know. Technical issue of the year. But yeah, just going back to Okafor briefly. We got to remember that he's young and he's come from a league that plays football at a very different pace to the game here. You don't get a second day. It's chaos. And, I think he will, as he learns to adapt to the pace of it, I think we'll see better sort of pass completion, stuff like that from him. He'll know where people are going to be. And he's also, some of the time, he's going to have wayward passes because he's going to put speculative balls in the box occasionally. Especially when we're up against it and we're just trying to get balls in there and get something. There's going to be games like that. So as long as he's contributing and he scored a goal, which were a nice finish, I'm happy enough that he's on the right track.
The other thing, Jay and Luke, we've got to take into account is he's come from a league in Italy where it's far more technically minded than the Premier League. Like, don't get me wrong, the Premier League is quite technical, but it's very much full on from the start. Yeah. It's full not as and even like you hear of English players going over there and noticing the difference. Is it Tomori that went to AC Milan, and he basically came out and he was saying that the technical side of the defending in Italy is something that he's never encountered before, and that can be said from midfield to the strikers as well. So it is very much hustle and bustle in the Premier League, and some players you either sink or swim, and I think he's got the capability to start swimming in the league once he gets his feet under the table. And we also have to bear in mind, it's what, fourth start for the team.
Yeah.
So there's elements of his game that we're obviously going to not be aware of, and his teammates around him are going to have to get used to what he's going to be doing on a regular basis as well. So there's loads of positives to take. I think there's far more positives to take than there is negatives. I know Luke mentioned the pass completion, was it 4 out of 16 or 6 out of, what was it, Luke? The pass completion for Okafor?
4 out of 12 on it or something.
It was, a little over 4 from 13, I think, or something. Just a little over, I can't remember, I'll double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like those kind of things, they're going to improve over time, and we've also got a midfield three who, up until the start of this season, that never played with each other. Like our
All
regular
miles off. It was
midfield three of
6 from 14. It was.
There we go.
6 from 14. Again, we can hold that stat and bring it up again at some point, maybe up around Christmas time, and then see what it's like from there, So there's loads of positive elements to take from it, and I think if we can just be a little bit more patient. I know that's something that us Leeds fans don't necessarily have a lot of when it comes to players, but I think if we can be a little bit more patient, we can see the very best of him coming out in this league. I think this league will suit him better than the Italian league.
I think the fact that we're finding we're seeing things now but we're seeing positives at this stage is a positive in itself. Him contributing.
Definitely.
As like I think that's a real positive and something to build and work on. And I'm sure that's what Daniel Farker and the rest of the coaching staff are doing. They'll be driving that, and they'll be pressing and telling him where to improve. These guys aren't any mugs, they've got all the data available. They wear them catapults and stuff. They'll know what his position's like and stuff. So yeah, it's not a concern. It's not a concern. I suppose it is a slight concern, but I'm not overly concerned because of how infant this season is. So far we're right in the early stages. And he's got a lot of time to prove his worth. But it was all positives, predominantly all positives, and a lot to look forward to for me.
Yeah, definitely. We look like we're on a good footing at the moment. We've got a good foundation there. Karl, what did you think of Goodmanson and how he bounced back from his own goal? Because I thought he looked great again, like nothing had ever happened.
Yeah, I thought I'd be honest with you. He impressed me quite a bit there on Saturday because there was a lot of scenarios where he looked like he was going to get beaten for pace, but then was able to time a tackle very, very well. There was a couple of instances against their winger. Was it? I want to say it sounds like Ampadu. I thought that the commentator was saying
Agbadu or something.
Agbadu, yeah, it was the right centre back. They played 5 at the back, well, sort of 3 at the back, but Agbadu was the right side of one of them.
Yeah, and when he was bombing forward, he was quite pacey as well. But I liked. I did like Goodmanson. He was very unlucky not to get 2 assists early on in the first half as well. I thought. The runs were a little bit timed, a little bit better, I thought, Jesus, we were kind of looking for a left back that could emulate what Firpo did, but defend at the same time. And I think the more he grows into the game and settles into the team, I think he's going to be a fantastic left back. Swedish international. He's come from France, where he was playing for Lille, and we all know that sometimes players coming from the French league can take a while to get up to pace. Now, obviously the jersey behind Luke would have people saying differently, but that's a different type of player that we were looking for. And I'm not saying it's easier to defend in France than it is in any other league, but it's a level above from what he would have been playing, and I think he's adapting very well. And he was very unlucky against Fulham with that header. It was a freak header. He couldn't have, if he tried to do that in the other end of the pitch, he'd never have done it. You take him. Yeah, absolutely not. But I'm very impressed with him.
What do you make of the majority of that team that started at the weekend? The majority of the team actually finished the championship with us. So there was 6. There was only five new players in that starting 11. 6 of them actually played in the championship for us.
Yeah,
it's mad, isn't it? But it's funny because, do you remember last season when we were getting towards the end of the championship season, and people would be saying, "Oh, this team we've got now would beat most at bottom half at Premiership," but now that we're having to play most of those players, people suddenly don't want them. So they either are good enough or they're not. Do you know what I mean?
But
who was your man of the match
as well last season, lad?
Hang on.
Go on, Karl. Sorry.
No. Just to add to Jay's point there, there was last season we were kind of looking at the bottom 6 in the Premier League and the top 6 in the Championship, and there wasn't an awful lot between, standard wise, between what was being offered in the Premier League bottom six and the top six in the Championship, and that in itself would make a good mini league to kind of judge where you're going to be based off, because it's tough at the top of the Championship, and it's same kind of level and standard that you'd probably get in the bottom six of the Premier League. So it's a good way to look at it. It's a good way to judge how players are going to play, and I don't think it's idiotic to think that you can play, like Luke said, 6 of the starting 11 from the Championship in the Premier League, because they're very capable of it. Like, they finished on 100 points. We could have easily finished on 114 if it wasn't for Mez and some of his howlers,
and some dodgy linesman calls.
The other side of the coin there, but they're always going to be dodgy. So, but yeah, I like the way it's starting to work out now at the moment.
Are you worried about any of the Championship players, Luke? Are you okay with them?
No, I think they've surpassed my expectations. I think Pascal Struijk has surprised me. I thought
he's really surprised me.
I think the fact that last time we were in the Premier League, he played a lot of time at left back, probably blinkers us slightly because he's not a left back. Rodon, exactly what I thought he'd be able to step up. But Bogle, again, I think probably the one that surprised me most in the last 2 games is Brendan Aronson, to be fair.
Fair enough. He's still not the guy I want to see in there, but he hasn't done badly in the last couple of games, to be fair. If he could just produce a little something, I'd be fine with him. It's just the lack of end product. It just annoys me. It feels like a waste of a position when someone's not contributing enough. But I get what you mean, and he has looked okay so far. He's worked very hard. I can't knock that part, but I don't know. Karl, are you okay with him, or would you rather someone else were playing in his place?
I think it's a bit harsh on him to say that he's been working very hard as the only thing he's done. I know Gilly will probably be watching this and he'll be screaming at the laptop, and we'll all get it in the group chat afterwards of something or other. But there's elements of his game that very much influence how we play, and I think that's as important as him finding an end product, because is the way he plays and how he seems to he does distract players. This is the thing, when he's on the ball, the opposition players are distracted by what he does. Now, one thing I was saying to my brother here on Saturday, at one point, he was in and out of the room and whatnot, but the one thing I'd like to see more from Brendan is getting on the ball and going at their fullback, or going direct. Don't stop. Invite the foul, because we've seen him in tight spaces how good he can be at kind of keeping the ball, and then he's wiggled out of some seriously tight spaces that you wouldn't have expected him to. Tries to get on the ball more and then draw fouls in off the defenders, because I think he's very much capable of that. And that could be, even if he's not creating very much, if he's drawing fouls, that's creating something for the whole team then, because we've got a free kick in a dangerous position or whatever the case. He ran, I know it wasn't a massive contribution for Calvert-Lewin's free kick, but he ran at their defenders when he took the ball on, and they kind of backed off him and gave him the opportunity to pass that ball into Calvert-Lewin. And I think there a lot more defenders would probably be afraid to touch him, because he is quite scrawny and he is not strong on the ball. But if he knocks the ball past someone, they take him out and he goes down like an absolute ton of bricks. And that's as good as an assist, in my opinion, if he can get it in and around the area, you know.
I've got a real quick quiz for you all. For 5 players who've played on the wing for us this season, in terms of expected assists, which you like to see from a winger. 2 are on 0.03. Who do you think those 2 are? 0.03.
Harrison and probably Willie.
James.
No. Okafor. is the other.
Great.
Jack Harrison. One is on 0.06 expected assists.
Yeah.
Who do you think that is?
No idea.
Have a guess of the other
I
three.
go with her. Have a
Brendan
guess at the
Aronson.
other three.
So we've got Aronson, non-tone, Dan James. Harrison and Okafor are on 0.03. One of them is on 0.06.
I didn't Aronson get
Well, the way we're
talking in the 6-yard box at some point, so it's probably him. Not Harrison, Aronson.
Yeah.
Willigan on tour. One is on 0.17, sorry. So I'm going up in
Oh, he didn't tell us all the numbers that you had. I didn't know how far you were going.
Yeah.
0.17.
Not much of a quiz, like.
DJ.
I'm just DJ, and 0.78. So 5 times better expected assist than anybody else. Your man Brendan Aronson, who doesn't create anything, by the way.
Well, hey,
what I was saying wasn't a slating of him. I wasn't slating the lad. I just,
And I don't really like the expected assists and stuff. But
doesn't look like he creates.
Well, I'll wrap this bit up now because we've waffled for ages. But you asked me man of the match, Luke. I think for me, I gave it on B&C to Darlow because I thought he had a really good game and he looked really solid.
Great game.
I'm more than happy for him to carry on there.
Yeah,
personally. Don't know about you guys. Who are you picking, Karl?
Personally, I would have. It was a toss-up between Darlow and Ampadu for me. But I would have probably gone Ampadu for the simple fact that we've won. I saw a stat. I think it was Johnny Cooper that put it out that we've won. He's the first captain we've had where we've got. He has the highest win percentage as captain. So I personally, I probably would have gone with Ampadu just because of the cover he provided for the two centre backs, and then it nearly turned into a back three with the two full backs given the freedom to kind of roam forward. And I thought just his overall play is fantastic, and we look very solid with him in the midfield. And that's not taking anything away from Darlow, but I just thought Ampadu was really, really good. There was never any fear of our midfield, the centre midfield breaking down once it got to him. So that he would have been mine if I'm honest.
Fair enough, Luke.
Yeah, could have been one of probably 6. I think everyone from Ampadu, Goodmanson, any of the midfield 3. That's 5 of them, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin I thought played really, really well as well. But I think I would have probably given it to Anton Stach for the weekend for me.
Which was your favourite goal?
Yeah, an assist and a goal.
Yeah, Stach was my favourite, obviously.
Was it? Which was yours, Karl?
Yeah, Stach without a doubt. Yeah, well, the reason not just because it was a fantastic free kick and the keeper got totally wrong footed. You could see it in every replay going, but there's so many videos of it from the Wolves supporters that all of them are just like, what are you meant to do with that? Like, you know what I mean? Your keeper gets wrong footed on his near post, and it's just the reaction from them in those videos that just goes, the free kick was top quality. So it's very good. It was my favorite one. But to say is,
do you know that Anton Stach's free kick was the first scored by a Leeds player in a Premier League away game since Ian Hart away at Arsenal when we beat 3-2.
Yeah.
In 2003, I think it was.
I only know because somebody talked about it in the last couple of days. Obviously, I wouldn't have known that for Toffee.
Oh no.
I'm the same. Like,
we've waited a long time to see a banger like that, but I was really happy that Calvert-Lewin scored because that gets him off the mark now and takes the pressure off him, and he's looked really good. So, yeah, I won't keep going back into the game now. We'll move on, but yeah, a good day all round, good performances, lots of choices for man of the match can only be a good thing, and we look good.
Yeah,
we got 3 good goals, so great result, and we're all happy this week because of it. And you have to wait a week now, don't you, to put it right if you get a shit result, and that's the worst part.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's a nightmare. Should I do shit takes? Or do you want to chat about something random to do with Leeds for a little while?
It depends what randomly you got to talk about Leeds.
I haven't got it random. I was going to do shit takes, but I'm giving you guys an open forum if you got what you want to go into.
Nothing in particular.
Fair enough.
No, no, just all the pressure on you hosting, Jet.
I'm all good, mate. I'm fine. I always settle down once I get going. It's just the pre-game panic when I'm just like, oh god, there's things to do and buttons to press. And yeah, I've got my little.
I'm flustered.
I'm all good. Don't you worry about me. Let's have some shit takes.
Good man.
Hey, has got a shit take this week, my little sparrowfat.
So I'm going to share this little window here so we can see the old shit take. Any really good ones this week, unfortunately. I'm just going with what we've got here. So we've got this geezer, Joe GR, LUFC boy 74. This is like an old thing that's been brought back. So he started moaning about Joe Wainman, and he mentioned you as well, Luke, because obviously you've made an impression, another of your friends that you made. It says people like you and your mate Luke are the reason why this sucker is still in the job. The Niners didn't want him, but weren't ruthless enough to sack the guy and ultimately gave in to sections of the fan base. Those sections either didn't have the capacity or willingness to think critically and challenge many of the questionable decisions made by this coach in the last 18 months. And it's just descended into a load of people basically pulling him up and asking him
I think the reason that's a shit take is that he thinks that Joe Wayman and myself have got enough influence to keep Daniel Parker.
Oh, yeah, no. I got that, yeah. There's people like you bigging up, you see. It's the same reason that we.
Luke, you need to wind your neck in there, man. You're keeping a man in a job.
I'm sorry.
Can you sort us out a poll for this, Luke? You are the poll master.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not on YouTube, but no problem.
He's the what, Jay?
The what?
Poll master or something?
It's the poll master.
He said, "You say he's the poll master."
Yeah, that's what he does.
Basically, what it means is you don't want to do it.
Well, I'm doing this. I can't do everything at once, can I? So we've got another guy.
Anything at once is the word you mean, Jay?
Yeah, that's fair. I know my limitations. So we've got this guy here. This guy who's deleted half his shit. John Sheeder, and he says Ampadu out of his depth today. You know the guy that you just gave man of the match to, Karl?
Yeah.
Out of his
depth. John is one of those Twitter accounts that doesn't have a picture. I think John. I imagine Bryn is asking, is he high, pissed, or moronic? I think he could be all three.
That's what's been said here.
Hey, I didn't even know that. Yeah,
look at you, great minds and all that. But he didn't stop there. He also it's a double whammy from John. It's 2 doses of John, double J. Road on his paw.
Someone should take his phone off him.
There's no substance to it. It's just someone said about Ampadu's been injured and, he's come straight back, blah, blah, blah. And Road on his paw. It's some insight.
We haven't. Yeah, but I think the way I look at Ampadu and his injuries, man, he comes back and he's exactly the same player as he was when he got injured. There's no kind of settling back into it and kind of going, I'll just take it easy and I'll dance around here for a little while. Straight in, and it's like he wasn't even injured.
No, that's right. And everybody talks about his powers of recovery, don't they? It's a thing that he always gets back quick and he's raring to go. So,
and Rodon hasn't even been injured since he played and came to us.
No, he hasn't. But you've cursed him now, Karl. So cheers for that. Mike MKD LUFC says Okafor serious stinker. I mean, you can pull him up on the pass percentage thing, but he scored a goal and he was.
He didn't play badly. I just think we could expect so much more from him. I
agree.
I thought he looked exciting. I think we spent probably too much time and got into it a little bit too much. But I don't think by any stretch he was a stinker. I just think there's a lot of things to work on that would improve his game even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like, the thing is,
He
we
did have a good
discussed it
game.
earlier. Yeah, we discussed it earlier. Different league. He's started 3 games. One of them was against Wednesday. Let's be honest. Like, I know you kind of expect him to do a bit more against Wednesday, but he's feeling his feet, and he's like,
Nobody
it's
did
all right.
well in that game.
But that's the other thing as well, and neither did Darlow, and people are giving him man of the match now. So swings and roundabouts for the haters online. I think it's nothing about being happy clappers. It's more about calling the bullshit out, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's only those that we've got because I looked at the account, but there wasn't a right lot on it this week, sadly. We need some
People in
it takes, don't we?
People in the comments there as well. Take part in shit take of the week. You've got
give it
an
a tag.
account there from us, and get them tagged. Let's out these morons. Get it sorted.
That's right.
Come on, join in.
Public floggings.
And even if it's one of us, tag us with shit take of the week.
Yeah.
Go for it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Gilly don't mind being pulled up. It's fine.
Get it sorted.
So that poll is now live. We have Luke and Wayman call the shots, Ampere and Roden out their depth, Okafor stinker, and then Karl's tech difficulties.
Fantastic.
You put my tech difficulties into what?
Hey, has got a shit tech this week, my little sparafact.
I feel like I already know which one's going to win that.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, do you know what? It's happy days that I don't have to go through predictions these days because Gilly just seems to have tossed all that out with bathwater. So these days we have prediction-free pods, but we're still going to say what we think.
I got a minute. Tossed it out with the bathwater.
Yeah, toss the baby out with the bathwater. In this case, he's tossed the predictions out with it. You never heard throw the baby out with the bathwater?
I've heard it, but not in the sense that when you just decided not to bother doing stuff anymore.
Yeah, well, it might not be applied exactly how it's intended, but it's come from my brain, so it'll do. That's the explanation. Anyway, so we've got a game coming up, and it's going to be a bloody hard one, I think. We've got Bournemouth at home next. Is it an early kickoff, this one? Is it 12:30?
No.
When have we got an early game? There's one coming up soon. Is it the Spurs one? It might be the Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs is 12:30.
Spurs is 12:30.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Thank fuck for that then. So we can all get pissed.
3 o'clock kickoff.
I know.
Yes.
We can get pissed. It'll be great. Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of people sort of talking about this as a game. I've seen a lot of people talking about this as a game that they want to see us get a win from and stuff, which I think's a little bit optimistic. Bournemouth are a really good side these days.
Yeah, I think we'll struggle.
I think obviously we've got a chance against anybody at home, as long as the crowd's up for it and gets behind the team. But I won't be upset to get a point out of this, Luke, against Leeds. I think they're really good.
Oh no, I think the fact that we're playing at home is beneficial at this stage of the season. I think we go away from home and the form they're in, we probably struggle. If I'm honest with you, I think they've had some good results this season. Semenyo's on fire in it for them. They don't really have any any individually world class players. I mean, they've got Evan Nielsen up front. They've got Semenyo players out there as well. All great players. Brooks as well. They've all got some good players, but they don't really. Iraola's just got playing really well, and really, really well as a unit. And it's going to be a tough fixture, mate, because they are well drilled. And as I say, they don't really need much of a chance to stick the ball in the net. So yeah, I'm quite concerned about this one. Do I think we'll get beat? I hope not. I think the fact that we're playing them at Ellen Road probably drags us a point out of it. If we could beat them, fantastic. But yeah, it's going to be much tougher than Leeds versus Bournemouth on a piece of paper. You look at that fixture 5, 10, 20 years ago, and people are laughing almost. And but they've got 11,000 seat stadium or something stupid. So yeah, they're not really a massive footballing club, but they've done things the right way. It's very similar to Brighton, and they've built a very, very good competitive squad. I think they're sitting 4th in the league as well, or 5th in the league, if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
so
they're up there somewhere.
It's certainly no gimme.
The Tyler Adams derby.
Yeah, I hope he gets some shit. I've seen some people saying that they don't give a crap that they don't give a crap that he's coming back. The way he left us, and the fact that he was injured for, I think he only started 5 games in his next season for Bournemouth. It'd be nice to see somebody go through and put him into the front row of the South Stand. To be honest,
put him back on.
I want Amadou to absolutely kick him into the air.
I
want another one of those photos that where who was it he took out of it? Was it against Newcastle, where he absolutely cleaned someone out of it and he just walking around going, "Yeah, get up." I want one of them on Tyler Adams, because that's going to break the lad, and he'll be out for the rest of the season because he can't take it.
He's not made of much, is he? He's not made of much.
No, he's made of butter. But I think, like Luke was saying there, I think it is going to be quite the difficult game. But if we can win our individual battles in midfield and halt the supply to their front three, I think it's we have every chance of getting a good result on Saturday. Obviously, I'd like all 3 points, and I think that the Ellen Road crowd, when we're on our game, we can definitely intimidate a lot of players when they come to the ground. And I think if we get going, we haven't lost at Ellen Road for, it's been a long time since we lost at Ellen Road. We only lost 1 game last season at Ellen Road, I think, and it's not regardless of whether it was in the Premier League or the Championship or whatever the case may be, it's not an easy ground to come to.
I'm sure the thing is, it's been a year.
We're calling it the Tyler Adams derby, but put some respect on Lewis Cook's name, for God's sake.
I'm not saying anything bad about Lewis Cook.
Is he still there?
He is. I'm not sure. He's always injured though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about Lewis Cook. Nothing bad at all. He's a local lad, but at the same time, it's just one of them. Sorry, you're playing for the opposition now. Like, you can't be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not. I hope. I don't. Yeah, there's no sentiment there. He was only with us for 1 season, and then he was off. Like, so it's the same as when Archie Gray comes back. I don't care. I don't want to hear this. He's one of our own song. He fucking up sticks and left when the going got tough. That's it.
That was
Sorry,
their,
boys.
That was their lineup against Newcastle. So yeah, Alex Scott. I didn't know she were playing, but I mean,
he's a lad from Bristol, one who ran the show in the Championship.
Yeah, he was very good. I think I signed him as manager once.
Yeah, Petrovic. He was the goalie from Chelsea we were looking at as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Fucked us off, didn't he?
And then you've got a local lad in Marcus, whatever his surname is.
Tavernier. Yeah, Leeds boy in him and his brother.
Oh,
yeah.
There's Leeds everywhere, mate. I mean, it's weird because, like, looking at their team, it doesn't sort of strike fear into you with the individuals or anything.
No, but they're organised.
Team.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. They're such a good team. They are, as you say, organised, and I don't know.
People were calling for Iraola to replace Bielsa, weren't they, at the time?
Yeah.
There was genuine calls for that.
Tried to get him
because the similarities.
We were very close to getting him, but he wanted to stay with. Sorry,
who was he coaching at the time? Can you remember?
Someone in Spain, wasn't it?
Volcano, that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, and he's ended up there.
Like, he was flying high with them at the. He was flying high with them at the time as well, and he didn't want to leave. The same reason we didn't get Arnie Schlott when Marsh got the boot. He was at Feyenoord and he wanted to finish off the job there. Like, imagine what could have been with that. But look, that's all good in hindsight. We're back up now, and things are they're on the up and they're positive. But you look at that Bournemouth side that you had up there, Jay, and individually they're like. There's not many of them players that you'd probably have in our team, but there's the coaching side of it that Iraola has done with them that makes, like, again, it's a Bielsa effect kind of thing, isn't it? We didn't have the greatest squad.
Than some of the parts.
Yeah. So he's done that as well. So that's why you can't take them for granted. But at the same time, I'd very much like to see us take all 3 points, and I think we might sneak it.
Yeah, are you actually optimistic for this one?
I am optimistic for this one, to be fair. Yeah,
Okay.
I am very
I like
optimistic.
Positive, Karl.
I think I think the fact it's a free 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday afternoon in Leeds, everyone will be pissed. The crowd will be right up for
It's
it.
a bonus.
Providing we don't concede early, I think we'll almost be the 12th man in the Premier. It's the first one this season, and I think there's a lot to be said about Ellen Road when everyone's pissed. It's a fantastic atmosphere. So yeah, go on, Carl.
Oh no, I wasn't. Sorry, I was just clearing my throat, man. Sorry, I wasn't interrupting you.
It's I think that's key. What you say there, Luke, about the not conceding early sort of thing. I think that's key. If our heads go down, we'll get steamrolled. So we need to try and get through the first half. I think sort of first 30 minutes, see if we can get at them a little bit. Don't sort of leave ourselves open by doing anything too risky. Just play it steady. If there's an opportunity, go for it. But yeah, I think try and keep it tight to half time and see if we can get some at second half for me. Don't know about you.
Yeah, didn't we beat them 4-3 last time in the Premier League and it was scored really late on?
God knows. My memory won't tell me that, mate.
It was the season that we stayed up, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it 4-2?
It was the season we stayed up and we were 3-1 down or something with in the 70th minute and won at 4-3, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Greenwood come on and score and get an assist or something? I think he got man of the match.
Something ridiculous, yeah. Yeah.
Well, at home or away? It were away, wasn't it?
It should do, yeah. You were there.
They spanked
I don't remember like
they spanked us 4-1 away. But yeah, we were we were 3-1 down, I think, going into 65th, 70th minute or 60th minute, I can't remember. But we scored 3 late goals. And they scored. They
were wearing that turquoise coloured shirt, weren't they? That turquoise coloured kit. It's the one that we're wearing.
I don't remember that much.
Yeah.
2 of their goal scorers are in that team. Solanke's still there, isn't he? Or did he move? No. Did he move on?
He's gone to Spurs.
Spurs.
He's at Spurs.
Right, yeah. Tavernier, though. Tavernia's still there. Yeah. We saw him. Well, one of them's right. Rodrigo, Greenwood, Cooper, and Somerville scored in that game.
Cooper scored.
Yeah. 68th minute.
Yeah.
It's got to have been a header, hasn't it?
That's what I mean.
Oh, you'd think so.
Yeah. Jay, just to go back to your point there about, keeping our heads and if we go a goal down to try and not do anything stupid, I think the difference between going a goal down at Ellen Road and going a goal down away from home, say on Saturday previously against Wolves, we showed great grit and determination. Now, I don't care what you say about Wolves and, they're on 0 points and this and that. They've, like Luke said earlier, they've got a Brazilian international starting on the pitch for them. That's crazy. And the lad that scored for them, he looks like a decent player, but they just can't seem to get it together. And I think if we were going to crack at any point going 1-0 down, it would have been in that game away from home. So even if we go a goal down at Ellen Road, I'm confident that we can take it to them and turn it around because it's our fucking house. This is it.
I think
we can do it away from home, then we can do it at home.
Yeah, I mean, I think we feel better now that we've seen us score 3 goals from open play. Well, 2 from open play, 1 from set piece, I guess. But before that game, it were what we're going to do if we go behind? We've not got any goals coming from anywhere. Now we've scored 3 goals, and we're actually, maybe we are okay. Maybe we can win some games and do something. I think it's been a big boost that if we'd only won by sort of 2-1, we'd all have taken it. We'd have been over the moon. But 3-1, it's just that extra little edge, and it just makes you feel that little bit better, doesn't it? It makes you feel a bit more confident.
Yeah. It gives you that kind of bit of a boost from back to front, and that also transcends into the crowd as well. That game on Saturday now is going to have everyone hyped up. See you later, Steve. Sleep well, buddy.
Steve.
And I think the win on Saturday is going to absolutely it's got to get the crowd going. I know Drunk Ellen Road has the best atmosphere, as Mark Barlow says there, but like the win on Saturday has to get that atmosphere going again. Like, has to be for me.
Yeah,
like
you think
that's
so?
why I'm kind of quietly confident about it, even though I'm saying it live on the internet. I'm quietly confident about it.
Well, you know that'll come back to haunt you if it goes wrong. But you know, I'm glad you're putting your
Nah, it
neck
won't.
out there,
Be
mate.
grand.
It's good to see.
I'm on my own neck.
Do you
Look
see
at
any? Do you see any changes to the lineup coming, Luke? Do you think anything will be different? I think
No, it's surprised. I'm still quite surprised we've not seen much of Beale yet. But the fact that we're playing so well with Rodon and Strike and those, those two being predominant centre backs last season. Obviously, I'm pretty firm when Strike was injured, and it's nailed on Strike's going to get injured at some stage, so we will see Beale. But obviously, we signed Beale as a from what I expected and what people were saying about him to be a starting left centre back. But
look, he went to be the upgrade.
Yeah, you don't change a winning formula for me, and we've seen that with Daniel Farke previously. I very much doubt, other than Bogle, who picked up a knock, so we might see Justin come in for Bogle, which is a massive change, by the way, because Bogle,
it's gonna
7 out of 10 every week in it at least.
It's gonna change how we play as well.
He offers a lot more going forward, doesn't he? Will be so. Yeah, I think other than that, I think it's probably going to be like for like. I think it's going to be pretty much the same lineup, but minus Bogle for Justin.
Yeah. Do you disagree with that, Karl? Or do you think you might try someone different somewhere?
I don't disagree, but what makes me think he might try something different is the fact that he was playing Harrison at left back in pre-season. And he's seen he has a good kind of foundation as to what Harrison can offer at left back and potentially going forward as well, because we know Harrison is a workhorse. Like, he will get up and down that pitch, and Farke clearly tried something with the fact that he may not have got James Justin in or a fullback to cover either left or right back. So maybe he might throw a curveball in there. Well, what do you mean? Where you're playing Goodmanson at left back? But I'm saying he's probably going to put Harrison in potentially instead of Bogle, because he can do that. He can get up and down.
Okay.
Yeah. We've seen him play. We've seen him play in that scenario before. Like, so it's one of those where Farke could throw a curveball at us.
That's what he said.
Yeah, but that's not to say he's not going to try it. Like,
nah, I'm not having it.
I don't think you bring
Justin in plays both left and right back.
You don't.
Yeah, you're asking.
I'm just saying you don't know.
Play different.
No, you don't. But I if that happens, I'll eat my own shorts.
Well, you have to do it live on air, mate. Well, you get your Stuart Dallas tattoo.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, this man said he'd get a Dallas tattoo on his forehead. He's full of shit.
I mean, he almost got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping that we go out there and obviously, like you, Karl, it'd be nice to see us get the win and that, but I'm not as confident as you on that. I think more likely to end up getting a point out of this one for me, but I think there'll be some goals, and I think that maybe a 2-2, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, you don't have to give a prediction. You don't count for it anymore, but that's what's
I'm going 1-1.
Oh, yeah. What are you saying, Karl? Big 3-0.
I'm going to go 3-1.
Go on. Oof.
No, 3-1, man. 3-1. But Mark Barlow, just before we move on, Mark Barlow makes a good point here in the comments. Would be tempted to try and work Tanaka into the starting 11 if possible. Do you think just on that? Well, this is what I was going to try. This is what I was going to put to you. Like, we've seen that Farke potentially likes Tanaka to play the home games, so that we can be more attacking minded, whereas he puts Longstaff in the midfield for the away games, so that we're more solid in defence and harder to break down. Do you think would that be an option, or are you like? I know we've just won 3-1 with Longstaff and the team and all that, like, but we weren't, pressing on the front foot for, a large portion of that game. The second half, we were very defensive, like, but to maybe just take the bite out of Bournemouth, try and put Tanaka in there and just try and be more on the front foot because we're at home.
Is Tanaka that much more attacking minded than Longstaff?
I think
If
he
he
is a
plays
bit
in
more
the eight,
forward,
potentially.
a bit more forward facing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I disagree.
Not massively, but I think he is.
I get you.
When you're looking at those graphs and it has all bits pointed at different bloody attributes, it just have bits that are a bit more than Longstaff. Do you know what I mean? For the attacking side of it, it's not like a night and day difference, but he does offer that little something for me.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Well,
I just wanted to see what your opinions were of it. I just said, like I said, just wanted to see. That's all. I just put it in there. I mean,
if you were going to replace anybody, it probably would be Longstaff. But
yeah.
I still think Longstaff is more box to box than Tanaka. Tanaka's almost a defensive midfielder, isn't he? That with that faces forward.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like a deep lying playmaker type.
So yeah, I think I don't know. I don't think he'll change anything but just in him for Bogle.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but I just wanted to see what your opinion was because Tanaka has been quite influential in a lot of home games where we played last season as well. So I just wanted to see what your opinion was on it.
And he's a great player. But I think if you go, and I think I don't know. I just think bringing Tanaka in might send the wrong message as well, given how well everybody played. Because I think any one of the midfield three could have been man of the match at the weekend. And I think Longstaff, a lot of the work he does go unrecognised. He does get forward a lot. And, that shot, was it against Fulham when he hit the bar? Was it Fulham he hit the bar against?
Longstaff, when he hit that half volley.
He did, yeah.
We don't really see Tanaka. Tanaka is probably much better in terms of build-up play. Longstaff's your more conventional box to box, isn't he? He'll get forward, he'll get back, he'll be everywhere. But Bob, as Mark Barlow says there, they both offer plenty, don't they? They both offer plenty and similar, but enough differences as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we'd not won that game so convincingly, I think we'd probably have looked at maybe seeing Tanaka. But while I'd like to see him, I can understand that Varka may not want to disrupt the team any more than he has to with Bogle. So I think that's reduced the chances of Tanaka being in there.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially as well. Yeah, and if it is a scenario where we do need to change it up, I think that would probably be the change in midfield that Fark would make a substitute in, Longstaff for Tanaka, or vice versa, depending on what he decides. But I think that is probably the most logical change of the two.
Absolutely, I think so. Right, I'm just going to grab these 3 comments that are starred. You haven't been really starring any for me, lads, so had to fend for myself.
We have, but they've been flashed up as we've gone through.
No, I'm only kidding. Michael Gott says there's no iron team, but there's a me. I think that when we're talking about wingers and that kind of player having an ego and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that, Michael Gott.
Yeah. Paul Brennan, he says, for me, Gabby Goodmanson and Sean Longstaff will be 2 of our most important signings this season. Can't disagree with that. They're both doing really well so far.
To be fair, to say as well, sorry.
Go on then.
Just before you go on to that one, to say that a lot of fans were very underwhelmed by the Longstaff signing when it happened. I can see a lot of them eating the proverbial shorts there that Luke is on about munching down on this weekend, perhaps.
Maybe so.
So, yeah.
Maybe so. Paul Brennan again, he said, Dominic score our goal 1-1. And I just pulled this one up because I'm really hoping that he does score again. I'd like to see another goal from Dominic up there and just get him on a bit of a run.
Yeah.
Get a bit of confidence going,
Yeah.
Be really, really good, that. I actually really do like him.
Great head.
I'm just really glad that he looked
great header on Saturday as well. Like the way he contorted his body to get it round to knock that header in was just fantastic. So you can see there was a quality player there. What is it? Was it Gota for City years ago? Feed the goat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was
feed the goat, and he will
basically
score.
it. Just Yeah. Just put the ball in the box. The man is an absolute. He's very bleeding tall. He must be about 6'4", like at least 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big
put
lad.
the ball in the box.
And I'm
it's
just
not
glad
what
we've got
everyone wants to
somebody-
see. They want to see tippy-tappy fancy football. Like, but at the same time, if he's going to do that,
I'm just glad we've got somebody
Go for
that fullbacks and wingers can aim for, because we've not had that for so long. But yeah. But that's brings us up to about the end there, lads. I've not got what else to tell you. Have you got anything you want to share with the world between you?
No, nothing really particularly. Enjoy the game Saturday. Be safe.
No.
Hey, when are you coming up for a game next?
Spurs.
Luke,
Spurs. Okay.
That was my next question. You're coming up for Spurs. Are you staying for the weekend?
I am indeed.
Excellent. So we'll go out for a few scoops, yeah?
When he says staying, he means parked up somewhere under a tree. Out at where?
Yeah.
In his red camper van.
Orange.
It's orange. He had Gilly fill out the DVLA paperwork.
Bright orange.
Very bright. Postbox orange.
Good idea, Luke. Good idea, man.
Oh, mate, half my shit. It's normally.
At least he hasn't got an iron tonight. At least he hasn't got an iron.
Yeah.
Or a roll of toilet paper sitting on the back there.
Whole result. Well done, Steve. Well done.
Oh, shit, yeah. Good God.
I'm glad someone's on the ball.
Oh,
in
someone
last place, Okafor Stinker with 6%. In second last, we had Karl's technical difficulties with 22%. In second place, we had Luke and Wayman call the shots, and this week's winner with 39% was Ampadu and Rodon being out of their depth.
A worthy winner, I think. A worthy winner. I didn't think that everything would see off Karl's technical issues. I thought that'd be a strong contender.
I genuinely thought I was going to win that.
I actually did, yeah. I can see it in your face, mate.
It's not all about you, Karl.
It's all about me.
Fuck's sake. Right. I'm just going to give me a second because I'm about to bloody cough. Just what I needed.
Professional.
But I shall listen. I could have done it unmuted, and then it would have been a nice bonus for the listeners. But I didn't want to destroy anyone's eardrums. So, but yeah, it's end of the show. So I'll read out our little Andy's Man Club bit that we like to do, because we like to give these guys a shout out, because we think what they do is pretty important, especially in this day and age when everything does feel a bit shit at times. So here we go with the old script. If you're going through a storm or have recently been through one and you're a man over 18, perhaps Andy's Man Club Leeds may be able to help you. We have venues in Horsforth, which is new, Kirkstall, Pudsey, Central Leeds, Hunslet, Seacroft and Morley. We're open 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. every Monday, barring bank holidays. We also run weekly and monthly social events with our aim to get men talking and to smash the stigma around men's mental health. Details of our venues and everything we're doing is at Andy's Man Club Leeds Facebook, so give us a follow and help spread the word. And you can always find links to them from our socials and stuff. And we often share a few things from our mate Lee, who is one of the organisers for one of the Leeds clubs. Is it Milford that Lee does?
I think so. He's all over his Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what people say. But yeah, don't keep stuff in. Talk if you need to. You know, that video that Brighton just put out was brilliant, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
I've seen it. I thought the Norwich one was very, very.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I thought the Norwich one from years ago was very good as well.
Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that hit you in the feels. That one, didn't it?
Yeah, I did not see that coming at the end on that one at all. No,
it was a sad one.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But yeah, lads.
That's it, and look after each other. And even when your team is getting pummeled, in the end of the world, there's still other stuff out there for you.
Still have a pint.
Anyway, chat. That's right. I am going to go have another beer now, because I only got through one of these. And might go have a little smoke and relax for the evening. So cheers for joining me, boys. I think we will be back at the weekend after the Bournemouth game, but I ain't got a bloody clue who it is that's on.
It's me and Smarty.
Pulling funny faces. Are you all right there?
Yeah, it's me and Smarty. potential guests as well. So keep an eye out.
Well, if Smarty turns up, you know what he's like.
Yeah,
Although
he's
it's
okay on a
shit weather
Sunday.
now, so he won't fuck off, will he? When it's cold.
Shut
Anyway,
up and run the outro for fuck's sake.
All right, mate. All right. I'm just enjoying talking to you boys. You know, I'm in my safe space now with you lads. And on that note, we'll fuck off.
Bye bye.